Okay, great. Welcome to the 2023 now Rosemary Schnell IIN Symposium. We've been doing this now for quite some time. It's great to have you guys all back together past COVID. You'll see the first thing that we've done is we've changed the name to the Rosemary Schnell IIN Symposium. And that's in honor of Rosemary, who passed away recently, a couple of years ago. Rosemary was an incredible person. Actually came to one of these events and heard Mark Ratner speak and was just so enamored, as we all are, with what he had to say and the excitement he had for the field. She decided to dedicate a good fraction of her life and wealth to this area, and she made a huge donation that is going to sponsor, as you're going to see, many different types of things going on within the IIN for many years to come. So we remember her with fondness and thank her for her incredible generosity. We've also got a lot of fantastic sponsors. Marshall Gerstein's been with us now for quite some time, led by Pam Cox. They have been wonderful in terms of helping bring this to you guys every year, and they continue to do so. Many bronze sponsors, including the Illinois Science and Technology Park, Oxford Instruments, JLL, Wraith Nanofabrication, Glenn Research, and Joel. To me, what's amazing about this field in general, I guess Northwestern in particular, is it just seems to get people really fired up about science in ways that go beyond the conventional disciplines. And we've had incredible people step up and really give us a lot of support. Ed Bacharach, most recently, now funding a lot of research in the immunotherapy space. David Kabiller, he actually puts on the Kabiller Prize event, which you're going to hear about. Made a very large donation to make that possible and brought a lot of international recognition to the field and to Northwestern for that. David Weinberg, a major fellowship that he supported. Pat and Shirley Ryan, and the Ron and Joan Willens Foundation. They've been also fantastic with the Willens Center for Nano-Oncology on campus. We've also just had great people that have helped us throughout the years. Some in the audience today, Henry Beenan, past president of Northwestern, really was the one that got Nano started at Northwestern. He kind of believed in the dream we brought to him and made some earlier investments that led to everything that you're going to hear about. And then Michael Kleppinger, who's also in the audience, he's done a lot, as he says, not really a hardcore scientist, maybe not even a scientist at all, but he leads the Boy Scouts. And we've educated a lot of Boy and Girl Scouts in the area of nanotech and run a really successful program and impacted the lives of a lot of people. And that's in large part due to his commitment to those groups. I want to thank our speakers for coming here. We always attract just unbelievable speakers, and this year's no exception. Our prize winners, but also folks from all over the world that are going to tell you about really wonderful things throughout the day. We appreciate them taking the time to come and visit. For those of you that are aware, we break a nano into topical areas. The great thing about this field is it will never go away because it's about really changing everything. So just new technological drivers come into play and some fade away. We first and foremost are grounded in fundamental science, trying to figure out what makes things interesting when you miniaturize them, developing the tools to do that, understanding why they behave that way, developing the design rules for doing that. It's a big part of what we do. But then from a technology standpoint, using those capabilities, the discovery of new materials to impact food and safety and clean water, energy, environmental solutions, and of course nanomedicine. We do these through centers within the Institute, and as I said, centers can come and go, and they do. And we have new ones that are popping up. There's going to be a new center we're going to announce very shortly that's going to be funded by Saudi Arabia, geared towards the development of additive manufacturing capabilities and primarily focused on energy. And we have a whole series of innovations in nanomedicine geared towards anything ranging from the development of new types of vaccines to new types of gene regulation materials. The IIN is dynamic. As you see, a lot of people are involved with it. It touches really almost all parts of campus. Just new IIN-affiliated faculty in 2023 are shown here, and lots of people want to be a part of this. And we are, I've always said, an inclusive, not an exclusive operation. We want as many people to participate as possible that can bring their talents to bear on big problems in nanotech. We are also very translational. You get that from the video. This has been a booming year. Lots of new IIN-affiliated companies have started. Usually faculty go and drive this and spin out inventions that have come out of their labs, and they span everything, ranging from the development of materials for environmental remediation to the development of 3D printing capabilities to the development of new ways of discovering materials to new types of powerful medicines. I want to mention new members to our IIN steering committee. We again have participation from all over campus, as you can see. Professor Omar Faha has been added from chemistry, excuse me. Professor Priya Kumthekar from neurology and hematology and oncology, and then Professor Danielle Tolman-Ursek, who comes from, I believe, biomedical engineering. I don't know what's, chemical and biological engineering, yeah, CBE. Like the military, too many acronyms. Okay, so the other thing we do is we've built a lot of really strong fellowship programs. I've been a big believer in that. Really important for people that want to get involved. If you want to, what makes this place are the great students and postdocs that we bring here. And I think the faculty like to think it's them, but in reality, it's the great students that we bring to work with the faculty to make big things happen. And we've been very fortunate to have things like the Ryan Student Fellowship, Graduate Student Fellowship Program that just is a magnet for talent at the early levels. We have then postdoctoral fellowships that you can see, named ones, and this year we have 3 real new ones named after Rick Van Dyne, who has been a long-time participant and supporter of the IIN. He passed away recently. Sir Fraser Stoddart, who's moved away, but not permanently. He still has a slot at Northwestern, which is very important. And then Mark Ratner, who's unfortunately too ill to participate anymore in this event. And then we've started 2 new fellowships as well, brand new, the IIN Center for Nano-Oncology postdoctoral fellowships and the Center for Nano-Combinatorics postdoctoral fellowships, again, geared towards trying to bring really talented people for their last stage of education before they go off and become, for example, faculty members elsewhere. As I said, we have a really strong program in terms of educating undergraduates. We have a NU Nanoscientist program that connects 15 first-year NU undergrads with research opportunities each year. A big part of, I think, seeding the field going forward, getting people interested in an early age. And then, we have a lot of fun. I like to say it's good to be an administrator if you can give out money, and and recognition. We do that with things like the Rosemary Schnell Distinguished Lectureship in Nanotechnology, and that brings to campus a really outstanding communicator in this particular field, who's opened new fields and who has positively impacted education. And then the IIN Trailblazer Award, which is geared towards recognizing one of our own alums. We've got a lot of people now that populate the best universities in the world, and this allows us to bring them back and to recognize them in a significant way.